Draymond Green is doing once again what he always does. The regular season ended with drama, heartbreak, and one player boldly crowning himself before the league could.
He's been a spectacular player for us. We would not have these championships without his involvement. No question. I think everyone understands that in this room.
With playoff seedings locked and a must-win game missed, the Warriors now face unfamiliar territory and Draymond Green.
Green put on a Defensive Player of the Year highlight reel tonight. This was a season low for an opponent, season low for a first half. Where was your energy level on defense? Because you were stopping everybody.
Well, he's not waiting on anyone's approval. He's already declared himself the Defensive Player of the Year. But does he truly deserve it over the young guns? Is Draymond Green still that guy? Or is this all just noise? Stay with us, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into it. Draymond Green isn't waiting for the votes. He's not sitting around hoping media members and analytics nerds recognize what he brings to the table. Nah, Draymond crowned himself the Defensive Player of the Year before the final regular season game had even tipped off. When asked about his chances of winning Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green didn't hesitate. Oh man, I think put it in the bag. It's peak Draymond. Cocky? Maybe. Confident? Definitely. But disrespectful. Not if you believe in his resume and this season's body of work. While the Warriors staring down the barrel of a season-defining matchup against the Clippers, Draymond didn't hesitate to make his case. While the media debates Evan Mobley, Dyson Daniels, or Lou Dort, Draymond says, "They're all great, first-team all-defense worthy, but this award? That's mine." What makes this so spicy is the context. Draymond's not what he once was athletically. He's 35, not 25, and yet here he is, calling his shot while guiding a Warriors team desperately trying to dodge the play-in. Whether it's classic overconfidence or calculated truth, one thing is clear, Draymond's not waiting for flowers. He's already planting the garden, and that is very on-brand. And Draymond didn't just pull the Defensive Player of the Year crown out of thin air. He's got reasons, receipts, and results. His argument? This season, he has been the defensive engine that's kept the Warriors' playoff hopes alive. Golden State's defense, once a turnstile, surged to a top 10 finish in defensive efficiency, largely thanks to Green's on-court presence and leadership. In his own words, all those guys have had great years, but I think Defensive Player of the Year should go to yours truly. That's not just ego talking. It's coming from a guy who's quarterbacked one of the league's most versatile defenses. Draymond doesn't just guard bigs. He switches onto guards, protects the rim, jumps passing lanes, barks orders, and sets the tone every single night. He's averaged 1.5 steals and 1.0 blocks per game. Not crazy stat sheet stuff, but his true impact lies in rotations, positioning, and being 5 steps ahead. Watch any game tape and you'll see it. He's still that guy. Add to that the narrative. Aging vet, one last shot, carrying the defensive load, and it all lines up. Draymond believes this is his year, and whether it's fact or fiction, he's already acting like he's got the trophy. Now here's where it gets spicy. Does Draymond Green deserve to be the Defensive Player of the Year? It depends on how you define defensive value. If you're looking purely at stats, he's not blowing anyone away. He's not top 20 in defensive net rating. He doesn't lead the league in steals or blocks. His box score numbers are solid, but not overwhelming. But defense isn't always about stats, it's about impact. Watch a Warriors game, and Green is orchestrating the defense like a seasoned maestro. He calls out sets before they happen. He covers up his teammates' mistakes. He guards all 5 positions, sometimes all on the same possession. He's the reason Golden State ended the year 7th in defensive efficiency. Without him, they're probably in Cancun by now. That said, critics aren't wrong to question it. He's 35. He's lost a step. And sometimes, the defensive lapses do happen. But when locked in, he's still elite. In a season where no candidate completely separated from the pack, maybe the guy with the loudest case deserves the hardware. Draymond's not the stats king, but he might still be the defensive king. Let's be real, this isn't a one-man race. Draymond's got challenges, and some of them have the stats, narrative, and team success to back it up. Evan Mobley? He's a legit two-way star, anchoring the Cavs' top 10 defense while putting up nearly 19 points a game.
In here, half of this stadium is full of Cavs fans. It's fantastic. I love it.
The concourse has Cavs gear all over it as Evan
Mobley leads Draymond in most statistical categories. Blocks, boards, net rating, you name it. Oh, and the Cavs are the #1 seed in the East. Then there's Lou Dort, an elite perimeter bulldog who guards every team's best scorer. His Oklahoma City Thunder finished as the best defense in the league, and he's a big reason why. Not flashy, not stat-heavy, but rock solid. Dyson Daniels?
Bain barrels in, stolen by Daniels, ahead to Levert, Karras goes up, scores! And the buzzer!
He might have the craziest numbers. 3.0 steals per game and 5.9 boards while guarding the opponent's top dog nightly. But the Hawks' overall defense was trash, and that's going to hurt him with voters. And let's not forget Jaren Jackson Jr., the former Defensive Player of the Year, or even Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who somehow managed to be elite on both ends. Draymond's got competition, real competition. But this might be a narrative wins year, and that's where he thrives. But the last day of the regular season couldn't have gone worse for Golden State. The Warriors had a chance to dodge the play-in entirely. Win, and they lock in the 6th seed. Lose, hello sudden death. And guess what? They lost. In overtime. To the Clippers. 124-119. James Harden, of all people, dropped 39 points and straight up cooked the Dubs. The loss pushed Golden State to the 7th seed and into the chaos of the NBA play-in tournament. For Draymond, that's a double whammy. It not only means more pressure games for an aging roster, it also chips away at his DPOY argument. Can the Defensive Player of the Year come from a team that couldn't close out when it mattered most? Can he come from a play-in team? The irony is that Draymond still played a solid defensive game, but optics matter. Awards are political. The Clippers win, Harden's heroics, and the Warriors slide might just hurt his momentum at the worst possible time. Still, one thing about Draymond, he thrives in adversity. If the Dubs win out in the play-in, the narrative could flip again. But that loss? Brutal. So what happens now? The Warriors enter the play-in with their backs against the wall. They'll face the number. Draymond's leadership and defense will be under a microscope. Again, if Golden State gets bounced early, his DPOY campaign might go down with them. But if they survive and make a run, oh, the narrative will explode. A resurgent Draymond, anchoring a playoff push, adding another defensive masterclass or two. Draymond Green calls the game on the Defensive Player of the Year race. Mobley makes his case with elite two-way play. SGA brings MVP energy on both ends of the floor. Daniels and Dort, pure clamps all season long. Warriors fall to the Clippers, play-in pressure rising fast. This Defensive Player of the Year battle isn't just about stats. It's about stories, legacies, and who shows up when it counts. The numbers say one thing, but the eye test, that's a whole different beast. Is Draymond Green truly the best defender in the league right now? Or is the NBA sleeping on a new defensive king? Sound off in the comments. Let's get your takes. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay locked in for more unfiltered NBA heat.